Fulham launch another bid for Scott McTominay. Mason Mount gives rare interview to media, and the steep cost of Old Trafford's rebuild is revealed. Fulham have made another bid for Scott McTominay, offering £23 million for the Manchester United midfielder. McTominay's future at Old Trafford is up in the air once again after United rejected a £30 million offer from West Ham last summer, a year on. It's understood that United will listen to bids of £25 to £30 million for the Scotland international, who has 11 months left on his contract. Although United have the option to extend it by another year, Fulham have made at least one other bid for McTominay, who is also attracting interest from Turkish clubs Galatasaray and Fenerbahce. The 27-year-old featured in United's 3-2 win over Real Betis in San Diego in the early hours of Thursday. United are looking to offload either McTominay or Casemiro this summer so they can sign a new defensive midfielder, with the club interested in Paris Saint-Germain's Manuel Ugarte. Mount wants to start afresh. Mason Mount is looking forward to a fresh start at Manchester United after a difficult first season at Old Trafford. Following his £60 million move from Chelsea, Mount made just 20 appearances and 8 starts, largely due to a calf injury suffered in November. Now the 25-year-old midfielder is determined to make up for lost time. "I definitely feel this is a fresh start," he said at United's base in Los Angeles. "I'm in a really good position at the moment, so I can't wait to get on that pitch and try to do the best I can. I'm really looking forward to it. I feel strong, I feel fit, so we'll keep going and keep working hard." Asked what he wants to achieve this season, Mount added, "A lot as a group and individually. We know what we can do, and we showed it at the end of last season. We definitely have a group that can win trophies, and that's the most important thing. We'll keep trying to do that and stay focused on that goal, because this is Manchester United and we need to set the bar as high as we can. We know how high the bar is, and now it's time for us to perform, but we're ready for it. As many trophies as we can get and win as many games as we can. That's our focus throughout the whole group. We're definitely on the same page." United's hierarchy are charged up. Manchester United's new leadership team and coaching staff visited the training facilities at the LA Chargers NFL team in El Segundo suburb of Los Angeles. New Chief Executive Omar Barada, Sporting Director Dan Ashworth, Club Director Sir Dave Brailsford and Technical Director Jason Wilcox led the delegation along with United's Chief Operating Officer Colette Roche. United boss Erik ten Hag was also given a tour of the state-of-the-art facility with his new assistant coaches Ruud van Nistelrooy and René Hake, and goalkeeper coach Jelle ten Rouwelaar. They were joined by new first-team coach Andreas Georgesson on his first day on tour after leaving his role at Lillestrøm in Norway to join United staff. The Chargers staff, including head coach Jim Harbaugh and kicker Cameron Dicker, spoke to the United delegation about the facility known as the Bolt, which covers 150,000 square feet. United are hoping to gather information as they begin a £50 million upgrade of their Carrington training complex. Padres Impact Snapdragon crowd. Andy Cole may have appeared at a promotional event with the San Diego Padres ahead of United's game against Real Betis at the Snapdragon Stadium on Wednesday, but Confidential understands that the baseball team were a little more reticent to push ticket sales for the match. With the Padres taking on the LA Dodgers at 47,559 capacity Petco Park a few miles away on the same night, it appears they didn't want to risk putting a dent in their own attendance. It meant that the 26,248 crowd for United's second game on tour was down on the 35,000 that can fit into the stadium, even less, in fact, than the crowd here a year ago when a United Academy team faced Wrexham. However, it's understood that United's new shirt sponsors Snapdragon, who have signed an initial 3-year deal worth £175 million, were happy with it being only two-thirds full a fortnight after the All Blacks beat Fiji 47-5 in front of a crowd of 33,000. Old Trafford cost set to rise. Plans to rebuild Old Trafford at a cost in excess of £2 billion would mean Manchester United would be paying twice as much as Tottenham for a new stadium, even allowing for the inflation of construction costs. A new survey estimates that the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium cost the equivalent of £1 billion when it was constructed in 2019, and the two next most expensive arenas, West Ham's London Stadium, which was built for the 2012 Olympics, and Arsenal's Emirates Stadium, which opened in 2006, cost less than £500 million, with United hoping to build a new Old Trafford by 2030 if the project is financially viable. the increasing cost of construction and materials could push the final figure closer to £2.5 billion. Both Real Madrid and Barcelona overspent on renovating the Bernabeu and Nou Camp. A full list of the cost of Premier League stadia has been put together by instantcasinos.com. Man United beat Real Betis. Mount talks about title chances. Mason Mount's admission about Man United's title chances next season says a lot about the £60 million star. Mason Mount's first season at Manchester United has not been a smooth one since joining the Old Trafford club for £60 million last summer from Chelsea. The England midfielder started just 5 Premier League games last season as he was sidelined with a long-term injury. The injury and poor form cost Mount a place at Euro 2024 with England. Mason Mount says he sees the new season as a fresh start for him after a nightmare first year at Manchester United. Accordingly, Mason Mount sees the new season as a chance to start his real career at Man United and believes Erik ten Hag's side have enough talent to win trophies. Mason Mount said, "I definitely feel like this is a fresh start. I'm in a really good place at the moment. So I can't wait to get out there and give it my best. I'm really looking forward to it. I feel strong, I feel fit, so we'll just keep going and keep working hard." Asked what he and his United teammates want to achieve next season, Mason Mount said, "A lot as a team and as individuals. We know what we can do, and we showed that at the end of last season. We definitely have a group that can win trophies, and that's the most important thing. We'll continue to try and do that and focus on that because this is Manchester United and we need to set the bar as high as we can. We know how high the bar is, and now it's time for us to perform. But we're ready to win as many trophies as we can and win as many games as we can. That's the focus for the whole team. We're definitely on the same page." There are fears that United's new £59 million defender Lena Euro could be out for several months after breaking his leg in the 33rd minute of last weekend's 2-1 friendly defeat to Arsenal in Los Angeles. Euro was later seen on crutches and wearing a protective gear on his left leg. It is believed that Euro will be out for 3 months. Euro's lengthy absence is a blow to United and manager Erik ten Hag, who had planned to start the new season with the 18-year-old at the heart of the Red Devils' defence. If Euro is unable to start the season, United could start the new season with Harry Maguire and Johnny Evans in central defence. United's first-choice centre-back Lisandro Martinez is yet to return to training after winning the 2024 Copa America with Argentina. He may not be ready to start the Premier League opener at Old Trafford against Fulham on August 16, UK time, in the friendly match against Real Betis in San Diego, USA, which ended a few minutes ago. MU won 3-2. Iker Losada opened the scoring for the Spanish team in the 15th minute. After that, MU scored 3 goals in a row thanks to Marcus Rashford, minute 18, penalty, Amad Diallo, minute 24, and Casemiro, minute 31, to take a 3-1 lead right after the first half. In the second half, Diego Llorente equalised 2-3 for Real Betis in the 61st minute. With Euro not on the field, MU started with the central defenders Harry Maguire and Johnny Evans. At the beginning of the second half, this central defender duo left the field to make way for Victor Lindelof and young talent Will Fish. Meanwhile, Mason Mount was on the bench and came on for Scott McTominay in the 63rd minute. MU will play their final friendly match of the US Tour against Liverpool this weekend in North Carolina. After that, MU will leave the US to return to England to prepare for the match against Man City for the Community Shield. Also on that day, August 1, Liverpool beat Arsenal 2-1 in another friendly.